Armadillo, we have no more time. We must act! What do you mean? Oh, the eggs. We won't get another chance. Saren, turn away. You don't have to witness this. No! Don't you dare hurt them! They won't suffer. It will be a quick end, I promise. Painless. If you so much as scratch them, it will be your death. Stand aside. No. Oh no. Things have gone haywire. Saren! Don't hesitate. Find her. She's the only thing standing between the Elders and our destruction. You cannot let that happen. We'll handle Zuck, and make sure the Elders' forces are confined to the city. Go! Ah, great. Now Saren's gone AWOL. So what the hell do we do? We made it out. Now what do we do? Saren took the eggs and teleported away somewhere. We need to find her before the Elders do. Out here, there's nothing stopping the Elders from touching the eggs and hatching them. And if that happens, we're all doomed. Do you have a plan for when we find them, World Guardian? We'll have to destroy the eggs, I guess. I don't know. We'll destroy the eggs. About time. They've caused more trouble than they're worth. Even if we find a way to do that, and I doubt there is one, I fear you would have to get past Saren first. They're her family, aren't they? Indeed. Surely we can fix this without harming them. There must be a way. Ah, such sweet naivety. Well, I don't see any other option, though. I mean, she moved them away from someone that can build it. I doubt we can make something quick enough. And Saren's not... I doubt Saren's... It took all three of them to keep them from going up this long. So, I see no other option. We have to find them first. She might still be on Gielinor. What if she's not? God of her power could be anywhere on any world. And there are hundreds of worlds she could have gone to. Keep it together. We have a chance, but only if we don't lose our focus. We should split up. I can search Gielinor. Teleporting is easy for me. I can cover more ground that way. I'll go with you. Are you sure that's a good idea? The fate of the universe is more important than any of our personal quarrels. I will not be foolish enough to stab your allies in the back given the circumstances. We have a common enemy, World Guardian. We will work together on this. That's the spirit, Princess. If they're not fighting before the day is out, I will eat my hat. You don't have a hat. Well, someone's hat. I'm sure our World Guardian has a few. I'll go to the World Gate and start looking on other worlds. Without a strategy, you'll never find her in time. Do you have any way of narrowing your options? Not really. I believe I may know something that can help. The eggs are anima sources, correct? Like the Stone of Jas? That's right. Before I left Anachronia to join the fight, I heard that Vincentius was working on something to do with anima. A collaboration with Karos, I believe. What does Vincentius know about anima? He believes it might be the key in his quest to help my people, the Illusionka, survive. He said he needed a diviner, something to measure the anima of the world. If he was successful, it might help us find the eggs. That sounds promising. We should talk to him before starting our search. You two start at the Elder Halls. Saren may have taken the eggs back there. I have something that'll help us stay in contact. Oh yeah, this doohickey. What's this? A way of contacting me if you need it. Activate it, and I will answer. If we find Saren, we will let you know, and we'll help her and we'll keep her occupied until you join us. Alright, I'll go talk to Visitathus. If I remember correctly, the lab should be down there still. Maybe not. Oh. I think that's it up there. There we are. World Guardian. I wasn't expecting you. Do you need something? Hannibus told me that you're building an anima diviner. What do you need it for? What's happened? Saren has taken the Elder God eggs from Sintistan. We need to find her before the Elders reach them and destroy the universe. If you have any way to search for the eggs, it would help us. I see. Hannibus isn't wrong. I have been working on a diviner of sorts, and I see why you think it might help, assuming the eggs are anything like the Stone of Jas. What exactly is it that you're working on? A tool. I'm working with the Iluzhanka to resolve the problem of their infertility, which appears related to the anima of their homeworld, Aya. To help me investigate, I've been attempting to build a device for precisely measuring the ambient anima of a world. Like the measure does? No, not like that. As I understand it, from the enchanter Karos, the measure is too narrow in scale. It was made for small, finely tuned adjustments. I need something that acts on a planar scale. You've met Karos? When he tried to break into my lab to steal Nodin technology, yes. I put a stop to that particular plan, but he did persuade me to strike a deal. He needed my hardware for his enchanting, and I needed his anima knowledge for my Iluzhanka experiments. The exchange proved mutually beneficial. He was the one who told me about the measure, and about the locator too. Forgive my ignorance, but the locator is another Elder artifact. It was claimed by Saradomin centuries ago. I believe he's in the habit of wearing it as signifier of his rank as god. Not anymore, he's not. Oh? You mean his crown, right? The one that Zeros took when he left Erebus? Left for Erebus? It's been stolen? Maddening. The locator is closer to what I need. What we need, in fact. It has the ability to search for artifacts of power on a given plane. It can't search for the eggs themselves. The Elders shielded them from its effects. But it has the reach the measure lacks, and its effect could be adapted to find other power sources. Does your device not do that? It will, when I have more time to perfect it. Right now, it's rather blunt, and I've only tested it on Gielinor. If, however, I could make it portable, building off some existing source of power, and if I could use it on another world, it could be used to look for exceptional anima signatures elsewhere. 3 Elder God Eggs would certainly be exceptional. They would warp the runescape of any world they ended up on, change the anima of it far beyond normal fluctuations. Would it help if I gave you the measure? That would be ideal, considering what I need. Portable. A strong power source. Yes, that would help immensely. Is it in your possession? It is. Bring it here, then. Let us see what it can do. Alright, well then. Here you go. I have the measure. Good. I believe I can make this work with my device. Excuse me a moment. Have you been helping Vicindithus with his research? I have attempted to, yes. The matter of my people's survival is something dear to me. When I heard that Vicindithus was continuing his father's work trying to save us, I thought my experience would help. Indeed, I found myself merely intruding. What do you mean? I knew Karapak, if only briefly. I had some insight into his work. I misjudged my approach, though. There are depths of feeling at play I had not anticipated. I thought... Keep it down, please. I'm trying to focus. My apologies. If Saren is gone, what is the state of the battle? The other gods stayed to contain the fighting. They're stopping it from spreading to the surface. Have they found a way to kill my father yet? Not yet. A pity. Karapak is not acting of his own will. You cannot blame him for this. He is entirely to blame. If it weren't for his hubris... It doesn't matter. We're not having this argument again. My family's affairs are still none of your business. That is true, but... But nothing. Be quiet or leave my lab. Have you two had a fight? It's nothing. I offered my concern, and it was not welcomed. Quite understandable, really. Like he said, his family is not my business. But let's not speak of it here. I can actually relate. I'm almost done. Why are you helping the Uzhanka? They are infertile and have been dying out for centuries. For so long that many of them have given up hope of ever recovering. It's quite touching, actually, in a tragic way. I visited Aya and spoken to many of them over the course of my research. Most of their elders have accepted extinction as their fate. They call it the end of days, and they're at peace with it. The younger ones haven't quite given up yet, though, and so I'm working on a cure for them. My father began this work before he doomed us all. I plan to succeed where he abandoned it. There. One adapted measure. Only lightly blasphemous, but I doubt the Rokin will care. It's stable. All working as expected. Good. Can you use it? Can you find the eggs? Let me see. I'm not detecting anything unusual. Gilnor's Runescape is normal. I don't think the eggs are still here. So she took them off-world. The evidence strongly suggests that, yes. You should contact Moya with that device and let her know what we found. Moya, are you there? It's me. Everything alright? We found Vicindithus. He's done some experiments and we found that the eggs aren't on Gilnor anymore. Saren's taken them somewhere else. Can you meet me at the World Gate? I'm heading there now. Of course, we'll be there soon. I'm going to the World Gate. Allow me to leave my lab in an appropriate state, and I will join you. A chance to use an Elder artifact on different worlds. If the end of the universe wasn't on the horizon, this would be exciting. I'll help too. I will meet you there. Alright. Hope we're not too late. Here we go. We've not met. I am Adrastea. I'm here on behalf of Saradoma. This is Moya. And you are Karapak's son. I am. What of it? I've heard a lot about him. Ah, World Guardian. Well, Saren and the eggs aren't on Gilnor. This is Vicendithus. He has a device that can pick up the egg's anima signature. Perfect. But they're not here. So where do we look first? Maybe Tardiad. We should try Tardiad first. There's lots of life there, and it's where Saren first met the elves. There's a personal connection. It'd be the first place she thinks of. She might think to hide there to keep the egg safe. Lead the way. Okay, guess it's already set. Let's go. So this is the world of the elves. The colors remind me of my own home, Aya. Vibrant and full of wonder. It's beautiful. Beautiful, yes, but deadly. Watch yourselves. The elves that remained on this world have transformed into mindless beasts. They've infused themselves with the crystals of this world and have become unstable as a result. It seems to offer remarkable morphogenic properties, but the cost on their sanity is overwhelming. Must you be so cold? Would it be better to phrase it in a parable, or perhaps a song? The truth is the truth. There's no reason to dress it up to make it prettier. I'm beginning to like you. Regardless, this world is magnificent to behold. The most venomous creatures have the brightest colors. But yes, this world has its charm. Enough chatter. Is Saren here? I can't tell from here. I'll need to take a few readings to see if the runescape of this world has been altered by the egg's presence. We'll need to investigate the area. Fortunately, this world is covered in crystal formations, so it should just be a case of checking them for irregularities in the runescape. We should head towards the old settlement and examine the crystals nearby. If Saren went anywhere, it would likely be there. Alright. Hopefully we don't encounter any problems along the way. I'll admit, it's been really long since I've been here. I haven't paid much attention. Vincenta suggests that we investigate large crystal formations like these. You should investigate them. Here, World Guardian. Take a look at this crystal. I'm surprised to see you getting your hands dirty, Princess. Don't you have servants for that sort of thing? If everyone did everything for me, how would I learn anything? It's nice to be able to get my hands dirty for a change. Back on Hallow, everyone was too worried to let me experience the mess of life. But I always liked to. I love learning about agriculture, but how can I advise people on it if I don't till the soil and plant the seeds? How can I advise on labor disputes unless I've rolled up my sleeves and done a good day's work? I want to help, and if that means getting a little messy, I'm happy with that. I can respect that. Me too. So, before I investigate here, I should look somewhere else. We need to calibrate the measuring device. This world's crystal formations are unique at retaining resonances. Try investigating nearby crystals, like this one here. Fascinating. Crystals really do resonate in a unique manner. It's as if they're harmonizing their anima together. A crude analogy would say they're a choir singing the same song. Like the crystals in Prifnos. They've absorbed some of Saren's essence? Nothing quite so fanciful as absorbed essence. They have been altered to share similar properties, perhaps, but they are unstable, imperfect. I believe the crystal and Privness are more refined. What does that mean? For one, they'll hold the resonance much longer. These crystals have long since lost their effectiveness, which would explain the decline of the local population. Vincentus suggests that we investigate large crystal formations like these. You should investigate them. Have you tried speaking with him yet? This again? It's nothing to do with you. He's your father. I only just recently learned that I have a child, a fully grown daughter. I've known her barely any time at all, yet she is already the most important thing in my world. Your father must feel the same deep down. Then you and he are very different people, Hannibus. You knew him for mere days. I've had the misfortune of knowing him my whole life. I am nothing to him. I am but a tool to him, or perhaps an unwanted servant. Nothing more. He doesn't even care enough to hate me. I was useful to him for a time, and when that time ran its course, I was cast aside. Enough of that. These crystals are telling me nothing. We should try to find one of the locals and see if they know anything more. I'm surprised we haven't met a certain elf yet. I remember speaking with him before. There you are. Where have you gone off to? Well met. What brings you here with so many unusual companions? What brings you here, and with so many unusual companions? We're looking for Saren. We thought she might have come here. Saren has visited our world precisely once since she reformed. She came here seeking our forgiveness, I think, though she professed concern for us instead. The moment she set foot on this world, I could feel all my aches and pains, my worries and my doubts just float away. I would have given her anything she asked, but it would have been a hollow forgiveness taken by force and not given freely. I have fought hard for my free will, overcome constant agony just to remember my own name, and to fight myself free of those crystals. She undid all of that in the instant she arrived, and when she left, it was as though all my effort had been for nothing. But you'd been to Gielinor and seen her there? True, but Gielinor is an alien place to me. The sounds, smells, and even the taste of the Runescape is unusual to me. So Saren's presence there did not hit me as hard. But here, it was all so familiar, as if falling back into the way things should be. She is not here. I would not welcome her if she was, but as always, she has abandoned this world. If she were here, I would know. I would feel it. But instead, I feel only the constant agony of her absence, and I am glad for it. A pity. Darn. I'd forgotten. Carapac! Everyone! Get ready for a fight! Get ready to fight! A pointless gesture. A pointless gesture. You can no more harm me than you could avoid me. In the unlikely event you defeat me, I arise again, unharmed. So let us avoid this pointless grandstanding. I am here for the eggs. Joss has sent me for them. Return them to me, and I will not kill everyone here. nothing changes. You stride in here with the arrogance to believe that you are the smartest person on the planet, and then, as always, you're completely wrong. She's not here. You cannot hide her from me for long. Wrong again. We're not hiding her from you at all. We're trying to find her. Karapak, please. You can't want the Elder Gods to hatch and destroy us all. What I want does not matter. The World Guardian saw to that. I serve the Rokin now, whether I want to or not. And believe me, I do not. I have fought against the Rokin for millennia. My every waking moment has been to try and free my people from their tyranny. But because one world matters to you more than all others, I am once more in chains. If my planet worked, World Guardian, then you would not be dealing with the Rokin now. You would not be watching the final days of your universe. You could have left one world and visited countless others. But now, you will watch as one by one the stars go out and everything you know and love is destroyed. I won't pity you. You'll die too! Will I? Will she let me? Or am I more useful a tool alive? The difference between you and me, World Guardian, is that I do not fear death. I welcome it. But enough of this. You have been a thorn in my side for far too long, World Guardian. It's time I removed you. I will find Saren. But before I do, I shall enjoy killing you. Not today. Dwetchmelon 2! Don't just stand there. Run! We can't hold him for long. Get to the World Gate. Well, that was a bust. Really thought she'd have gone to Tardiad for her precious elves. Where else could she be? Would she go somewhere important to her, do you think? Somewhere with memories? If so, I wonder if Narogun would be an option. Why would she go to the world your father helped to destroy? It was Guthix's world. I've read about Guthix and his relationship with Saren. The two of them were close, more than just friends. Naragun would be a place filled with reminders of him. It's worth a look. What about Karapak? What if he finds us again? We'll have to be ready to run if he does. Yep. Just like I remember it. Your father really did a number in this place, Princess. No intelligent creature left alive as far as the eye can see. He didn't destroy this world. It was Tuska and Skargaroth that did the damage. But your father led them here. He has a habit of bringing war and destruction wherever he goes. Yet he still calls Zamorak the villain. When you're quite done bickering, we should look around for signs of Saren. See if there are any strong anima traces remaining. Shouldn't be difficult on a dead world like this. You have a point. So quiet and still. A whole world reduced to nothing more than a womb. More than a tomb. Is Moya right? Is this Saradomin's work? Not by choice, no. My father came to this world once in search of an elder artifact. His crown allowed him to trace powerful sources of anima which led him here. Something like that would be really useful right about now. If only someone hadn't run off with it through a sinister portal. Once he was here, a terrible creature hunted him down from across the stars. A brutal thing. All rage, hunger, and destruction. Tuska. I see. My father fought the beast. He hurled lightning and unleashed divine fury on the creature, as his Icene warriors struck it at it from all sides. But Tuska was huge, and her skin harder than any metal. As valiant Icene fell to her claws, my father had no choice to save whom he could, and to retreat from that world before too many brave Icene were lost. He had hoped that Tuska would follow him. But then the hunter Skargaroth arrived, and it was all too late. I see. I've faced overwhelming battles and been forced to retreat. I've been forced to leave people behind. Good soldiers. It never gets easier, and no one ever forgives you. Well, I forgive you for what it's worth. It's worth a lot. Thank you. Still lifeless as always. The hunter, huh? Nothing here either. No sign of life, no traces of anima. This planet is utterly dead. Not terribly surprising, considering. We should look elsewhere just to be sure, but I suspect she's not here. Do you hate him? Carapac. What is this obsession with the relationship between me and my father? Hannibus keeps pestering me about it. Now you? He's one of the most powerful beings in existence right now. A dragonkin armed with 2 elder artifacts. The needle and the siphon. Actually 3, though he seems to ignore the mirror for some reason. If you were on better terms, you could leverage that power. To what end? He has all the power, yes, but he lacks the will. Leveraging a relationship with him offers nothing. If I wanted to gain, I would need to forge a relationship with the one who holds his leash. Do you think Jas needs a friend? A dog can always get free of its leash. I suspect this leash is very well made. I think you're onto something, Moya. We'll just have to put a pin in that for now. Right now, we really need to find Saren and those eggs. And once again, we've reached a dead end, and I suspect that Carapac is not too far behind us. Still nothing. I would have sworn she'd have come here. Find solace in the memories of the only person who ever really understood her. Well, that's romantic nonsense. He's dead. Long dead. And he hasn't been on Naragun for aeons. She'd have had more memories of him on Gielinor than here. She's not here. We should head back to the World Gate and try somewhere else. Oh no. He's here. Yep, there he is. Did you really think those pathetic creatures could kill me? We wouldn't be so lucky. You're like a cockroach. I don't think anything will ever really kill you. Oh, be quiet, child. Your sniping serves no value other than to irritate, much like the rest of your pathetic existence. Where is Saren? Where are the eggs? My pathetic existence? Shall we stop for a moment to examine yours? The great and mighty Carapac, a slave to the very beings he fought against, laid low by his own hubris. Again! Vincentitus. Carapac, we were friends once, I think. You can't want this. No. I have no love for the Elder Gods, and no desire to see their plan come to fruition. But as Vincentitus so succinctly put, my will is not my own. But if it was, then I would crush the eggs beneath my feet. I would turn the full power of the needle on Jas herself, even if it would see me destroyed. But there is no room in my life for fantasy. Her will must be done. Maybe another time. Everyone, run! That's too wrong. What now? Maybe Saren took them somewhere that already resonated with Elder God energy. Somewhere that a previous egg was placed. You mean somewhere like Ketsi? Where the Stone of Jas was kept? Precisely. The people of Ketsi were already users of the stone. The world might have a strong enough residual energy signature to disguise the new eggs for a while. It's as good a guess as anywhere. Worth a shot. Let's try Ketsi. And if Carapac finds it's there, maybe I can try to get through to him. There must be something I can do to help him turn against Jas. Oh boy. You really thought you could just outrun me. No matter where you run, no matter how far you go, I will find you. I will be there. The needle's power lets me rework time itself. That's all we need, Carapac. Time. We need nothing from him. Are you so easily humbled that you would choose to blindly obey Jas? Don't you have any strength of your own to fight against her? Perhaps. But what good is that when all I have are moments of free will before her will seizes me? A moment is all we might need. What are you suggesting? You mentioned that Jas herself is coming, that she follows behind you, right? You stand no chance against me. What chance do you think you stand against one of the creators of the universe? Even her voice would destroy you. One word, and you would be killed instantly. I'm not looking to fight her. We just need you to delay her until we can find out a way to stop this. You can be a part of stopping her, without having to actively defy her. Why would I delay her? To spite her? To be one step closer to stopping her? At the very least, we need to find Saren before there's any reason to follow us. We don't have the eggs, after all. But with just a little more time, we might be able to find a way out of all of this. Help us. You are crueler than I thought, wounding me with hope. But I have nothing else. I cannot abandon my search. But I can drag my heels on this world for a time longer. It won't give you long to find a solution, but it's more time than you would have otherwise. Thank you. Be sure, World Guardian, I don't do this for you. I do this for me. For a chance at vengeance, however small, however slight, against the Rokin. Know that I would die 1,000 times over just to see her hurt. Go make your plans. I will follow in time. Alright. Another dead end. but one that did give me an idea. Only one egg was ever in use on Ketsi, but what if instead we looked at a world where all the eggs had been? What if we looked for a world where the eggs had already hatched? For Runescape, it has a personal connection to Saren as well. It was her home for thousands of years. Precisely. We should try there next. I'm wondering why we didn't try there first. I think that was my first guess. I just forgot the name. Alright, here we are again. She's here. For Runescape, a dead world. Why would Saren bring them here? This air! Vicendithus, can you tell where she is? It's not that precise. She is close by, and that's all I can say. We can start by getting under cover before we all choke to death. It's quite a climb, but the old Elder Halls aren't far from here. From there, we can plan our search. No need. I can take us to the mountain above the halls directly. You can? This isn't the first time I visited my father's homeworld. Come. Are you all ready? Absolutely. Onwards, then.